Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 70. Wow, 70 of the Clockwork Cantina. How are you all doing today on this lovely Monday evening? I am one of your hosts, Josh902, and this is the co-host, other host of this here show.
I'm DT3. What's up, guys?
What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a lovely day. It's very nice here. It's a nice sunny, cool day, not super hot. It's just really comfortable. It's one of those really comfortable days that you get on occasion. On today's show, we're going to be going over the gaming news like we always do. This gaming news, television news, movie news, and our topic for this week will be we watched Starship Troopers. I just finished like 30 minutes ago because I didn't watch it last night like I planned to. I ended up going to bed early, but I ended up waking up early in time to watch it. So here we are. Daniel, I know Daniel watched it last night.
I watched it last night, yeah.
So we are all ready for this
Good to
second
go,
half
man.
of the show when we get to that point. We talk about what we've been up to the past week, so let's talk about what we've been up to. Daniel, what have you been up to this past week?
Not much, but let's talk about it here. I obviously watched an episode of Invincible. Watched the new episode of Falcon Winter Soldier. Watched a couple movies, Bollywood movie Doom 3, and then the Raid rewatched the Raid 2 with some people that hadn't seen it. So that was always fun. Always fun watching that one. And then yesterday watched the Netflix 3-part limited series from the Murder Among the Mormons, which was very interesting because I didn't know anything about that. Took place in the 80s, forgery and lies and deception, and it's pretty bonkers. Play a little bit of Fall Guys, but other than that, I didn't really play a whole lot of games this past week, other than like the stuff I did on stream. But yeah, wasn't a whole lot of that. But that's like pretty much it. I'm trying to think if there's something. Oh, this is something. I have an appointment for my first vaccine shot.
Oh shit!
I will be getting my first shot this Friday. So that is this Friday, the 16th, at about at around like 1 p.m. my time. So yeah, that'll be.
Do you know which one you're getting? Which kind?
I'm getting Pfizer. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Getting Pfizer.
Right.
I'm getting it also at like a local CVS. You know what I mean? So
yeah. I still need to schedule mine. And
yeah, so I got that taken care of. So I have that, and then I have my second one scheduled as well. So I'm getting my first one on Friday, and I'm getting my second one on May 7th, I believe. So yeah, like 3 weeks after I get the first one. So not too bad,
Gotcha.
but I got that lined up. So I'm happy about that. And then yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Just R.I.P. DMX. He passed away last week, so I wanted to give him a little shout out. And then and then also, Josh, before we head into what you've done for the past week, I forgot to tell you last week. Remember, we had some music homework for you.
Yes, the music homework. Yes.
Did you listen to any of that stuff?
I've listened to some of it.
So you can. Well, I just wanted to bring it up, but you can talk about it in your what you've been up to. So go ahead.
I forgot. Oh, here it is. I moved my folder around. Shit. Okay, what I've been up to the past week. I actually have not been up to very much. Remember, we had the show on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Because of that. So this episode might be a little bit shorter, just because I don't know how much news might have.
There isn't a whole lot because again, we did it like sooner than we normally would. You know.
But that's fine. It happens. Things happen.
Yeah,
so the first thing is I've watched all the things that Daniel named off, and then I got a game called Colony. So a game I got called Colony Ship, a post-Earth role-playing game. It came out in early access. It is by the guys that did Age of Decadence. If anybody played those that particular RPG. This is it's early access. Um, and I messed with it for about 30 minutes. I don't think I talked about this. I may have talked about this Wednesday. I can't remember. Um, but that's kind of like the only game I played. Um, I haven't really watched anything other than what we've already watched. Um, I've been listening to some music, and not all of it was the homework music. Um,
Gotcha.
uh, and then I've lost 10 pounds since we started working out and doing stuff. Like we've talked
Hey,
about it. Yeah, we've talked about the
awesome.
weight loss previously on podcasts.
Yeah.
So I wanted to give everybody an update. We're 10 pounds down, guys.
Oh yeah.
Which may not seem like a lot, but I think 10 pounds is a fuckload when it comes to
Pretty good,
weight,
man. Yeah.
body weight. And we got a long way to go, but hey, we had a small victory, so it's great. It's great. So I felt comfortable bringing that up because I in the past I'm usually like, all right, I lost 2 pounds this week. All right, I lost 2 pounds this week. All right, I lost a pound here. I lost a pound there. I stopped kind of doing that because it was like, man, what if I gain all this back? Like, I don't want to. It's better to do it like do your milestones instead. I think that way it can be like, all right, I've lost this much since we started. Um,
Yeah.
I used to do that with like when I'd get job interviews and stuff, and then I wouldn't get the job, and it'd be really awkward that I had an interview. But yeah, 10 pounds down. We all got to kind of, now that we're kind of slowly emerging out of this pandemic with vaccines and stuff, we got to get rid of that pandemic weight gain that we all got from staying home and just eating junk, and the things that would affect our moods and stuff. We just sit there and kind of binge eat and crap. Man, it's time to get up and get in gear a little bit. Start trying to take a little bit better care of ourselves. All right. 2020 was the year of us staying home. 2021 is the year of us coming back, I hope. So let's do that. As for the music, I didn't listen to everything, but I did listen to some of the stuff that Majin gave me. I didn't get a chance to check out the postmodern jukebox, unfortunately. I wanted to check that out.
I don't know, Josh. What up? I don't know if this is for everybody else, but you're kind of roboting for me at least.
Oh, really? One second, guys. Let me check that. I'm gonna switch screens.
Well, hold on. I'm just gonna restart Discord real quick.
Hello, stream. Hello, recording people. If you're still here listening to that, I'm rolling. There we go.
Everything's good. All right.
Hi. All right, we're
clear.
good.
Cool. We're good. We're good.
Things happen. It's good.
Yeah, I don't know. That was weird.
Discord just might be wonky. It happens.
Yeah.
You have people recording. No, it's people listening to the recording, Loki. But we're good. We're good. We're groovy now.
Okay. All right. Cool. Everything's fine now.
We're all fine here now. How are you?
You were saying, Josh. Go ahead.
I listened to some of the stuff that Majin had put in the music channel on your Discord, which I can't look at right now to see which thing it was specifically that he put in there. Majin, what was the thing that wasn't the 10-minute thing? Because I didn't listen to the 10-minute thing you put. I listened to that, and that was pretty good. But I need to go back and listen to more of it, because what I've mostly been listening to is like a lot of the epic music stuff that I usually listen to. Calexico? Calexico? Is that how you say it? Calexico. Yeah, that one. I think that is what I listen to. and that was pretty good. I enjoyed that. But I will have to get back to you guys more with the music stuff because it's not that I forgot. It's just I didn't have the time at that moment, and I still want to check out the postmodern jukebox that you put in there, Daniel.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so I will get back to you guys with more on the music homework. Much like in school when I went, I I slept more than I should have. But yeah, that's kind of all I got on the music front for the moment. Was the stuff that had
All
Majin
good,
had
all
put in
good.
there.
I just brought I remember to bring it up this week because I forgot to bring it up last time.
Yeah, I forgot to.
But
Um,
anyway, okay, we there's an update for you, everybody.
Small update, guys.
In case you were wondering, that's where
More
we're at.
more music info will be coming at you. All right. Uh, let us hit the news, and there is a little bit of news. There's
Just a
some
little
cool
bit,
stuff got
little bit, little bit.
talked about. So Daniel, go ahead and get us started on the news.
Let's talk about some more delays real quick, and we have Deathloop has been delayed to September. The game was originally set to release May 21st, and Arcane's game has Arcane's game Deathloop has now been delayed to September 14th. Um, Arcane tweeted out on the 8th of April that they were making the decision to delay the launch until September. And here's what they said in their tweet. Uh, We've made the decision to delay the launch of Deathloop to September 14th, 2021. We're committed to quality and preserving our team's ambitions for Deathloop while ensuring the health and safety of everyone of Arcane. We'll be using this extra time to accomplish our goal, create a fun, stylish, and mind-bending player experience. We
Hmm.
apologize for the extended wait and thank you all for your passion and excitement. It is the fuel that powers our creativity and our hard work. We can't wait to show you more Deathloop soon. Game director Dinga Bakaba, art director Sebastian Mitten, and the Arcane Leon team.
Well, I mean, look, Deathloop's been delayed before. Um, we see a trailer every once in a while, and then they delay the game. But delays are usually a pretty good thing. It means that they care about it and they're working on it, fixing up those bugs. And I'm fine with things being delayed as long as they get everything kind of squared away
Yeah,
um, with it. Um, I will say, personally, my interest in it has waned a little bit.
yeah,
But
I know you mentioned
hopefully,
that before as well. Yeah,
hopefully when it rolls around again, which will be in September, um, they will have something to get us kind of hyped up for it again. Um,
well, they got five months.
yeah, and I am just this is just me being like a curious person. Like I know we have the pandemic and stuff, and like they want to ensure everybody's safe, but I always am kind of curious to be like, man, I wonder like what's kind of so messed up that you kind of have to delay to fix. And that's just me being curious about game development, right? Not being like I want to throw off on the game or anything like that. Obviously, like you got to fix what you got to fix. But I'm always
Right.
kind of curious to being like, man, I wonder what's going on there that they have to delay it, 5 months or whatever.
Mhm.
Just out of curiosity more than anything.
No, we'll
Uh,
see, man.
what is next, Daniel?
Next, we're gonna be having a Resident Evil showcase event on April 15th, which will be this upcoming Thursday. Um, they're gonna be showing another trailer and some additional news will be coming as well for obviously the new game coming out, Resident Evil Village. Uh, the live stream on the 15th will feature a few other surprises as well, according to the last teaser trailer they put out.
Hmm.
The showcase will air at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific on Capcom's YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. Uh, Brittany Brombacher of What's Good Games will serve as the host of the event. Resident Evil Village producer Tsuyoshi Kanda and director Morimasa Sato will appear in the presentation. But yeah, I know that a lot of people are pretty very excited for one reason or another about this game.
Hmm.
So I wonder what else will what other information we'll get out of this. I'm sure they're going to talk about Lady Dimitrescu a little bit more because she seems to be the main attraction here for this game,
Truth.
uh, both literally and
Hmm.
figuratively. But anyway, so yeah, are you going to be checking it out, Josh? Are you
I
are
don't
you are
know.
you are you just, are you
I
just
may,
going to wait until we talk about it next time?
I may check it out. I may check it out. I haven't played like the Village, the one before this one that's coming out, or
Oh,
whichever
the
one that one
Resident Evil,
is.
Resident Evil
Uh,
7, yeah,
yeah, that one. Um,
because Village is the
uh,
new one. Yeah.
yeah, that's the new one. That's right. I get my I get my Resident Evils mixed up. Because
All
I haven't
good, all
played that
good.
one. And I would kind of like to play it and then play the new one. But
Mhm.
we'll see. Um, I'll probably check out the video when we talk about it on the news the next
Mhm.
time after it airs. Um, what about you? You can check it out. How big are you into this new Resident Evil?
I mean,
If in
like
at all.
again, I'm like you, so I haven't played the last one, so I don't really know a whole lot of what's going on story wise or anything like that. But I'll probably check out the I'll probably end up checking out the live stream.
Cool.
I'm sure it won't be like too long anyway, so I'll check it out, see what's going on. Um, but yeah, I'm curious about the game. I don't know if I'm not sure if I'll end up getting it because again, I haven't played the seventh one or anything like that. And then I know that they changed up the games kind of to how they used to be before, because for a while there they were kind of action games, the Resident Evil ones. Like the last one that I really remember playing is Resident Evil 5. And that one is like or actually no, I played 6 as well. I remember like playing 5 because I really enjoyed that one. It was a bit more of an action game, like co-op kind of thing, but yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it for what it was. Like, I really had a lot of fun with it. But then I remember something about 6. I was so excited about 6 because not only do you get to play as Leon, but you get to play as Chris as well. And then you got, their partners. There was like 3 teams of people, right? So you had like
Hmm.
those two, and then I think like Wesker's son or whatever. And then like you can co-op it with somebody else or whatever. And then but that game ended up being kind of disappointing, man. I don't know. It just wasn't. I don't know. It kind of ended up being a letdown. And then, like, I don't know how many years passed from between that one and the seventh one, but like the seventh one looked completely different and nothing like what the past few were. And then I just never played it. Like I've seen like small glimpses of gameplay here and there
Hmm.
because like I've seen other people stream it. Like Aaron streamed it for a while, from Blind Wave Aaron. He ended up streaming that game for I think he beat it obviously, but um yeah, I mean, I only watched like small parts of it. I never like played it myself or anything. I just know that it was real different from the last few, and it was more towards like the OG games kind of we're going for, more like horror instead of like action or whatever. And then this new one, obviously, 8 is kind of going for a continuation of that. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I think I will check out that. Long story short, I think I will check out that live stream just to see what kind of their what else is going on here, because again I don't really know a whole lot
Yeah.
of what they're going for here, but anyway.
I think the last one I actually played was 4. That's the last one
Mhm.
I remember playing. So I haven't played, any of those other ones.
4 was fun. I've played that one a lot too.
Yeah. Um but yeah, what is next?
Next up we have uh some information about Age of Empires 4.
Yeah, they had like an event or something, right? Where they
Uh,
talked a lot. There's like a lot
yeah.
of info.
So Age of Empires 4 will have 4 new campaigns and 8 playable civilizations at launch. Relic Entertainment showed off the game here. So you have what they were showing off was the Norman Conquest campaign at the
Gotcha.
at the event. So uh, the game will feature 4 full-length campaigns, including one focused on the Norman Conquest, which Relic previewed during the stream. The Norman campaign follows the fight between Harold Godwinson, king of the Anglo-Saxons, and William the Conqueror, who has been promised Harold's crown. The campaign features many massive battles throughout the conflict's history, including the Battle of Hastings in 1066, and will stretch over several years, showing the fallout of William's victory both in England and France. The campaign will also bring players to a variety of different battlefields and environments, including bright French fields and sprawling English castles. During the presentation, Relic also detailed some of the game's playable civilizations, including one of the new ones, the Delhi Sultanate from India. It has a few standout features, but the biggest highlight is its massive war elephants, which they have a screenshot here, and they look pretty cool. According to
Hell
Relic,
yeah.
one of the primary goals of creating playable civilizations in Age of Empires 4 was to make them as different as possible. This meant adding more complex and nuanced gameplay mechanics to each of the civilizations to make them feel unique. One of the standout examples of these special mechanics was from the Mongols, who can now pack up entire cities and move them somewhere new. This fits the Mongols' real world nomadic lifestyle, continuing the Age of Empires series' focus on historical accuracy, but it also gives the civilization an entirely new and unique gameplay option. A Mongol player might create a small city just outside of their enemy's base and use it to create troops in the blink of an eye, then simply move the city when things get dangerous. Uh, During a developer Q&A a few weeks before the live stream, Relic revealed that in this game, in Age of Empires 4, which is what we're talking about, they will feature 8 playable civilizations at launch, just like Age of Empires 3. And they said that it will help the team focus on how to make each one special, uh, and will make the game easier to balance. So far we have the Chinese, the English, the Delhi Sultanate, and the Mongols are all in the game, with more civilization announcements coming soon. And of course, they said that they will add more civilizations after launch. So the game is scheduled to release at some point this year on PC. And the game will also be on the Xbox Game Pass, PC, and Ultimate. So
Hell yeah.
there's your Age of Empires 4, a little bit of tidbits, a little bit of information.
I heard I think I heard when they were talking about this that they'd asked some of the devs about Age of Mythology and they had said that they had not forgotten about it. Which gives
Mm,
me and since we were talking about Age of Mythology the other day, I was like, hell yeah, bro. Give me an Age of Mythology too, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that'd be really cool, man. I'd be all about that.
But I'll probably check this out. I like Age of Empires. This is fun. Um I played these like growing up, you know, these types of games. Um
Yeah.
and you know, I found a gameplay video while you were reading the article that I had playing and it looks cool. It's a pretty long video too. It's like 5 minutes. 5 minutes of there's the fucking elephants in action. Look at them. There they go. Oh my god, they're gonna knock down the gates. But yeah. Um exciting, cool, neat stuff. Yeah. What do we have next, Daniel? If that is all there is for the Age of Empires.
Indeed. Next up, which I believe, yeah, it's the last thing I got here, unless you have any other gaming news.
I have one
It's
tiny thing.
okay. It's Sony is apparently wanting Naughty Dog to make a remake for The Last of Us. So this is a little confusing, but this is an article from Bloomberg. We're gonna get into this here. So they say this is their title for their article. Sony's obsession with blockbusters is stirring unrest within the PlayStation empire. It's a little bit of a dramatic title,
Mhm.
but let's get into this and see what they mean about it. Sony Corp's Visual Arts Service Group has long been the unsung hero of many PlayStation video games. Uh, well, we don't need to read. We don't need to read all that. Let me find something that's a little bit more. Uh, so I think what they're trying to do here is because I know that when I read this, I was trying to figure out if they're trying to do like a remake or a remaster, which is what the chat is also asking right now.
Yeah.
Uh, so there was a report that that there's a Last of Us remake coming for the PS5, but it costs some PlayStation morale. Uh, Sony studio support pitched and pushed off the Last of Us remake, leading some people to quit. Um, so fans will be happy to hear that the Last of Us is getting a remake for PS5, which I assume they mean a remaster. I don't know why they're using remake, or I guess, or actually, they may be. They might be a remake. Never mind. It might actually be a remake. So, but some developers inside Sony aren't happy with how that came together, or what it means for PlayStation's first party development going forward. So Jason Schreier, as we know from Bloomberg, who's used to be at Kotaku and whatnot, describes how Sony Visual Arts Service Group, a support-oriented studio located in San Diego, took a PS5 remake for the 2014's The Last of Us with approval, but without much support from above, then saw it handed over to the original developer Naughty Dog. Uh, Visual Arts Service Group was then relegated to support role, as well as assigned to help Naughty Dog complete the delayed Last of Us Part 2, which launched last year for PS4 during the summer. As a result, the group's founder left Sony altogether. Um, so Naughty Dog has been owned by Sony for about 20 years, and the two main franchises they've done is Uncharted and The Last of Us. And obviously, we know all the accolades and all the awards and shit that they've won and whatnot. But there's also Sony has also been doing a lot of like other stuff, like the Japan studio. I don't know if you heard about that, Josh, but like there was a shift over there at in the Japan studio of
No,
PlayStation.
I didn't hear about that.
So in February, Sony Interactive Entertainment reorganized its Japan studio team, effectively doing away with the developer and talent behind some of the smaller, more experimental PlayStation games, such as Ape Escape, Knack, Gravity Rush, and Loco Roco. What remains in Team Asobi, the developer behind the Astro Bot series, including Astro's Playroom, uh, that shift that signified that signaled a shift from a more modestly sized games developed in studios Sony's home territory to the big blockbusters like God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, Horizon, and The Last of Us. So there seems to be a lot. So basically, in other words, there seems to be a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes at Sony and PlayStation and all that stuff about you know the way the way they're handling things and the way they're doing things, and people are quitting with like them basically wanting a remake for the PS5. I mean, the game isn't even that old, dude. Like
I
I'm pretty
know,
like The Last of Us
right?
is a 2013 game. Like I
Like,
don't know why. Like do we really need a PS5 remake for that? Like I understand a remake for Resident or I almost said Resident Evil because we were talking about earlier. Final Fantasy VII because that's a PS1 game that they're turning into a PS4/PS5 game. But do we really need a PS3 game
I
remade this early?
I think I think Sony is getting lost in like the big blockbusters, right? Like they're saying like we have these giant critically acclaimed things. Let's focus more on that. Where I think Xbox is almost doing the opposite. You know that they're getting all these little smaller devs that are making great games
It's true.
over a period of time and they got the Game Pass. Um
Which
and
seems to
I'm
be more
always
of their
like a
focus now. Yeah.
yeah, which is obviously more their focus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I've always been like a more of a Sony guy than an Xbox guy, but I think Xbox is making more of the right moves here, and Sony is getting a little lost in what they're doing. Like closing like some of the smaller, more experimental things are it's kind of like a bummer because I've become more of an indie and smaller game type person later on in life like I have now, you know, like in the early ons I love the big giant blockbusters making all the more money, but uh, um yeah, I don't like the idea of no new ideas that they're just going to remaster something that just came out or remake it because I think The Last of Us has already had like a remaster at one point.
And let's
Um
be real, if they were gonna remake anything, they should have remade Uncharted 1 because that's a 2007 game,
yeah,
which is also a PS3 game. But like that, if you're gonna remake any Naughty Dog game, I think that's the one to do if you're gonna do any of them.
you
Because
know,
I mean, again, you're remaking a 2013 game, which is newer, as opposed to a 2007 game, which is older, and it's like you could. I don't know, man. I get that The Last of Us, we're making a TV, we're making the TV show, and you got to get people hype and excited for that, and the second game people love and like all this other shit. But like, I don't know, man. I didn't mean to cut you off, but it's just like, come on, man.
no,
Like,
no,
fuck,
you.
dude.
I was just thinking like I think it's a bad idea to get focused on like just a few franchises. Like
Yeah,
they're getting real focused on The Last of Us. Probably for the reasons you've mentioned, like the games are a hit and they're making TV show. Hey, that's great.
yeah.
But don't forget the other stuff you got, man. Don't become so focused on one thing that you're gonna sink fucking everything else. Look at your catalog. Look at your previous titles. What could really use do with a remake, right? Like,
And also, like, don't let fucking Naughty Dog be just Uncharted and The Last of Us. Like, let them
yeah,
come up with another franchise or something, man.
that too.
Like, let them go on and create something new. Like why do we need just a fucking Last of Us and Uncharted games? Like, can we do something else? Can we do something
Hmm.
different?
I don't know, man.
Come
I
on,
don't
man. Like,
know. To me, it seems like a mistake. Uh, like to get
yeah,
so
but I mean,
focused on it.
yeah, we say that, and like we were talking about like um what is it like these big blockbuster games, which to be fair, I those are the type of games I tend to go for more over some of the smaller stuff. But I mean, it is nice to have variety. Like it I don't know. Like I get it from like a business standpoint because obviously the big blockbusters make more money as opposed to some of the smaller indie stuff. But I mean, like that's not. I mean, it's not always the case. It's usually the case. But I mean, you got stuff like Hades, that like I don't know anybody who thought that was going to be the game that it turned out to be. Before it
Right?
came out. Because like
Yeah.
to me, for me, like on the like just on the outside, I thought it was just gonna be another one of like another like Transistor or like what's the other one like Bastion or something, right? Which it is that kind of game, but like it blew up to be more than that. Like Hades was huge, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
like I know Josh loves the game.
And they're
I
not even my
I
types of games. Is the thing. That's not even my type of game, and I love that game.
Yeah, like I knew there was like streamers that I like modded for or like I watched or whatever that like played the shit out of that game, dude. And like I have the game, but I haven't even played it yet. Like I'm gonna get to it at some point, but yeah, I mean, you can't anyway. Like it's just nice to have variety, like instead of just everything being a blockbuster game, which I like, but at the same time, like you gotta let these creatives create other things, man. You can't just force them and block them into one thing.
Not only that, The Last of Us is already a well-established and liked franchise, right?
Yeah,
Even if the last game people had issues with it, it was still pretty much universally liked, I think. The
Yeah.
voices you heard were mostly the people that were kind of pissed off about it. But I mean, it still sold really well. It still won a bunch of awards. Hey, that's great. It's an established franchise. Don't become too focused on it. I don't think. Like, I don't. Do we really need a remake? I don't think we do. It's there. Like, don't get too. I just don't understand. Like, the big focus on this one thing they're kind of becoming obsessed with seems little weird. Especially with that Days Gone news that happened as well. I
Yeah,
don't know if you saw that.
that was also a part of it that I didn't bring up, which I'm glad you did, because yeah, like they're not, so they're not continuing working on, or they're not gonna move forward with the Days Gone 2, which is kind of disappointing because I, for one, like I didn't like I wasn't like, oh, it's Days Gone is like the best game ever or anything. But I had fun with it. I enjoyed it. Like I don't know understand why people were like, shitting on the game or anything. It's again, it's not like the greatest game, or it's not terrible though. Like I thought it was fun. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So, and then I know like one of our friends, Katie, is going through it right now, and then I know personally because we're friends with her, and because she said it as such as much is that.
Hell, she's been on the show
Yeah,
before.
she's been on the show. Yeah, if you want to check out who we're talking about, go check out the Star Wars Day episode of our playlist. But anyway,
Hmm.
I know she's currently playing through Days Gone, and I know that for her, she's kind of a little disheartened by like by the news, because it's like, well, I'm playing through the first game, which she's enjoying, but like it's like, well, they're not gonna continue. They're not gonna make another one, So she was kind of a little bit bummed out about that. Which is understandable. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I think that game though, I think is like it's gonna be has like a cult following. Like I think at some point down the line, even if they don't do it soon, I think eventually we may get a sequel to that.
Yeah.
That's my feelings on it. Is that maybe eventually we will, because they're just like that's the kind of vibe that I get from it, is like a cult following type thing. But yeah, um, we'll see, man. We'll see. I just that is a bit of a bummer though, that they are not continuing with that.
Yeah.
I forget if there was anything else that I didn't mention with that, but if you remember, you can go ahead and uh, bring it up as well, Josh.
No, not that I can think of. The only reason I remember the Days Gone thing is just because I was scrolling down Twitter and I think Jason Schreier had tweeted
Mm,
about it, like, because I always, I always post that we're going live on Twitter and saw it on there while I was
yeah,
scrolling through.
gotcha.
But yeah, any more you want to add on that, my friend?
I don't believe so.
All right. The only thing I have that's not on the news is WrestleMania was this weekend. 2K was teasing an announcement. That announcement was this little video here. Um, that I'm gonna put up for you. It's got your boy Rey Mysterio. I
Hey, Booyaka 619, let's go.
And the announcement is for the next WWE 2K game, which I assume with with them showcasing Mysterio so much, he's probably going to be on the cover for it. So
I'm about it, man. That's my boy.
yeah, so 2K22, it hits different apparently. Um,
Apparently, yeah,
Apparently it
yeah,
hits different. But yeah, they showed just a smidge of gameplay in here. The graphics look good. Um,
yeah.
uh, uh, the last one that came out was not very good. So they took a year off, I think, and didn't do one. Instead, they did like a mobile thing instead. But hopefully this one will see some improvements. I hope it does like the Assassin's Creed franchise did, right? Like when it took a break and then
Hmm.
it came back and it was just so much better and different and cool.
Yeah. Say, man, sometimes you gotta do that, man, because these types of games where they just like pump them out every fucking year, like the sports games and the Call of Duties and that kind of stuff. They just get when they just bring them out every year. You have to like do something to change them up, because otherwise, Like for the sports games, it's just basically a roster update every year,
Mhm.
and nobody wants that. A fucking roster update with like microtransactions and all this other bullshit that nobody wants.
Yeah.
And I used to like play sports games, but I haven't bought one in years because they're
Shit,
not
I don't remember the last one I bought.
they're not as good as they used to be. But anyway,
Anyway,
anyway. So is that the last thing you had, Josh? For
that's all I got.
okay.
I did want to say, like, it looks like this is just a weird observation as I was looking through news stuff. It's like I feel like the next year or two is gonna be the year of sci-fi, like straight up sci-fi video games, sci-fi everything, because it just feels like everything is sci-fi when I was looking through stuff.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, let's move on to television news.
Let's do it. All right. So this is gonna be a really short one because there is really nothing here, man.
I got you. That's cool.
There's like a couple. There's like two things. Anyway, we have some She-Hulk news from Disney Plus. Marvel's She-Hulk has cast Renee Elise Goldsberry to play opposite of Tatiana Maslany in the upcoming She-Hulk show. She-Hulk is a legal comedy that centers on the heroine Jennifer Walters, an attorney who has similar powers to her cousin Bruce Banner. Goldsberry would play a character referred to as Emilia. Uh, Ginger Gonzaga was also recently cast as Walter's best friend. As announced on Disney Investor Day, Avengers star Mark Ruffalo would return as the Hulk, and Tim Roth is also reprising his role as the Abomination. So yeah, there's a little bit of Marvel casting news there for you. I
When
know that
is?
like I know that some people will recognize this woman Renee from like Hamilton and that kind of stuff.
Mm.
Um, which
When is
I haven't
She-Hulk
seen,
coming?
but
Is that next year, or is it at the end of this year, or when is She-Hulk? Do you know?
She-Hulk, I
Does it have a
wanna
date?
I don't I wanna say it doesn't, but if
Okay,
it does, I wanna say it's 2022,
gotcha. Okay, I just couldn't remember.
but I'm not sure. I don't even know if it has. Yeah, I think 2022. But anyway, I'm excited for that show to be honest, because I love Tatiana Maslany, which again, I say this every time I bring her up. But if you have not seen Orphan Black, go watch Orphan Black. She is so good in that show, man. She's so fucking good. It's a crime that this lady is not in more stuff because she's so good in that show, man.
Yeah.
Ugh, I'm excited, man. I'm looking forward to this. But yeah, add one to the cast.
All right. Cool. Yeah, I'm
The other
interested in
thing,
She-Hulk too.
yeah, yeah. That's gonna be hype. It's gonna be hype.
What's the other thing? What we got?
The only other thing we have here is I know you're excited for Powerpuff, Josh. So we
Oh
have
yeah, let me tell you.
so we have some more casting news for Powerpuff. Robin Lively to play Sarah Bellum, and your boy Tom Kenny is reprising his role as the narrator in the live action show as well.
Do, 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 do.
So Robin Lively, yeah, Sarah Bellum, and then Tom Kenny are reprising his role as the narrator for the live action.
How is this a thing? That's not how. Is this
I
gonna
mean,
be a thing?
did you see the have you seen the like the images that were
Mm-hmm.
like leaked or whatever from the
Yeah,
costumes or whatever?
I seen them. I seen them.
It makes me wonder if that's kind of like if those costumes are kind of like just for like an homage type thing
I hope so, because by
to
God, if
the
they wear those things every episode, it's gonna be weird.
yeah, it kind of is. That's kind of what the vibe I got from it though, is that like it's probably just gonna be like maybe like a flashback or like here or just we're wearing these as kind of like a wink or a nod to the cartoon, the animated stuff or whatever. But I mean, we'll
Yeah.
see, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know. I do think it's cool that they're bringing back Tom Kenny as a narrator though, because he was
Yeah,
the
that's
narrator
cool.
in the cartoons. Yeah. So that's pretty dope.
Oh, that's
Yeah, like
stay tuned,
logging.
guys.
Yes,
Powerpuff
yeah, maybe
Girls.
like a celebrity appearance on that something like that. Yeah. But anyway,
Yeah,
that's all we have for the TV news. It's not a whole lot. It's just some
yeah,
casting.
that's it. Two things.
Yeah, yeah. Tom Kenny was also the voice of the mayor. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, if anything, I think it's really cool that they're bringing him back. Like that's the thing that like I'm like that's awesome that they're doing, bringing back the homie Tom Kenny. But anyway, that is it. We actually got a good number of movie news this week. Like that's like the
Hey,
strongest. That's like the strongest one out of all of these. So we're gonna go ahead and start off. If we're good to go to movie news,
yeah, let's hit it.
uh, Netflix and Sony have hit a deal where where future Sony movies will stream exclusively on Netflix as part of their new multi-year deal. Uh, so Sony Pictures does not have its own streaming service, and that's good news for Netflix because they have hit a multi-year deal with exclusive first pay window licensing rights, beginning with their films next year, like Morbius and Uncharted. As a part of the new deal, Netflix will have exclusive streaming rights to Sony's new movies for 18 months. Although right now it is unclear exactly when that streaming window will begin. Warner Brothers is streaming new releases day and date on HBO Max for 2021 only, while Paramount is waiting 45 days before it puts new releases on Paramount Plus. But one thing is known: Sony films will not hit Netflix before they play in theaters and are released on home entertainment platforms, giving Sony maximum opportunity to recoup its box office and home video receipts. Um, this deal also gives Netflix access to a number of titles in Sony's library of films, so expect a lot of older Sony Pictures movies to hit Netflix. Also part of the deal, Netflix has a first look deal at any direct to streaming titles for which Sony is considering skipping theatrical releases. So if
Hmm.
Sony decides a certain film would be better as a streaming title, expect it to go directly to Netflix.
Hmm.
Kind of the way that Paramount has been selling films like Coming to America and Without Remorse to Amazon. So again, this deal does not begin until 2022. So it does not include the new Spider-Man movie coming out this December or Venom Let There Be Carnage. But films that will be included in the deal are Jared Leto's Morbius, Tom Holland's Uncharted, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse sequel, uh, and so on and so forth. So yeah, this is pretty interesting. We're gonna have Sony movies on Netflix starting next year, and then they're also gonna be adding stuff from the Sony library, which I think is pretty dope. So, and the best thing about this, in my opinion, is we don't have to fucking get another streaming service. It's just gonna be on Netflix.
Yeah, thank
Let's
God.
go, dude. Let's go, man. I'm that's what I'm all about. Because there are so many of them nowadays, man.
Hmm.
So I'm all about keeping shit on stuff we already have. So let's let's go. Shout out to Sony for fucking reaching out to Netflix and Netflix striking a deal with them. So let's do it. Uh yeah, unless you got anything else to add on to that, Josh, or
Nah, not really, man.
all right. Next up, we have Phoebe Waller-Bridge joining Indiana Jones 5 cast with Harrison Ford. So Phoebe Waller-Bridge, if you guys don't remember her name or don't know who she is, um, she's in a lot of stuff. But if you're a Star Wars person like I am, then you may recognize her as L3 from Solo: A Star Wars Story, or you may recognize her as if you have Amazon Prime, you may recognize her as the lady from Fleabag. Um, or I mean, honestly, she's in a bunch of stuff. Like she's pretty nowadays. She's pretty like active and involved in a lot of projects and whatnot. So she's pretty cool. So she's gonna be joining Indiana Jones 5. I don't know who she's gonna be playing. I don't think they even say who. But yeah, she's Phoebe's great. She's also the writer on Killing Eve, which I enjoy that show. I need to finish I need to start season 3 because I've only seen the first 2. But anyway. And then Fleabag, I haven't seen personally, but I hear it's pretty funny, pretty good. So I gotta check that out at some point as well. But yeah, so L337, if if you recognize from her from Solo, she's gonna be joining Indiana Jones 5.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah. I was
That's
just
nice.
reading through seeing if they like had her as any particular character, but no.
Yeah, I was reading
Y-
through to be like, when's this supposed to come out? Next year. It's next year.
Yeah, next year, and they're also bringing back John Williams for the soundtrack, which is pretty
I mean,
fucking cool. I'm
hell
all
yeah.
about it.
We love John Williams here. That's true.
Yeah, and then of course James Mangold is directing, which James Mangold, Logan. That's all you need to know, Logan. Alrighty, moving on. Snake Eyes GI Joe Origins moves up to the summer. So we have a lot of movies and a lot of projects of things getting pushed back. This is something that actually got pushed forward. So this was originally supposed to be coming out October 22nd, and they bumped it up to July 23rd. Um, so that's pretty cool. Um, I'm excited that we'll be seeing this a lot sooner than we would have originally.
Mm-hmm. This is just gonna probably be a popcorn movie, right? Like, it's gonna be that summer action flick we all kind of
I
watch.
Yeah, I hope it's just better than the fucking other GI Joe movies.
Yeah. I
Because
mean,
I
they were
I
pretty
actually
goofy.
like fucking Snake Eyes. I think he's my favorite GI Joe
Out
character.
of those movies, he's the coolest thing in them. I mean, he really
So
is.
I'm hoping for a good GI Joe movie here.
Same.
Looking forward to that for sure. What else we have here? We have more delays. Top Gun Maverick and Mission Impossible 7 are among the latest. So Top Gun Maverick is moving to November 19th, 2021, when it was previously coming out July 2nd. Mission Impossible 7, which had its spot taken by Top Gun, is getting pushed to next year from November 2021 to May 27th. And then the sequel to that, Mission Impossible 8, originally dated for November 4th, is moving to July, or November 4th, 2022, is moving to July 7th, 2023. Dungeons and Dragons, starring Chris Pine, Hugh Grant, and Reggie Jean Page, is moved from May 27th, 2022 to March 3rd, 2023. Uh, Jackass 4 has been delayed from September 3rd of this year to October 22nd. And then we talked about the G.I. Joe movie, Snake Eyes, earlier, or right before this. The next Star Trek movie is going to be beaming up on June 9th, 2023. Yeah, so basically a shit ton of movies just got shifted here, which usually is the case when studios move things around. They just, they move around a lot of their movies. So, Paramount's 2021 theatrical slate is A Quiet Place Part 2, May 28th, Snake Eyes, July 23rd. I know there's going to be a lot of people excited for this one, but Paw Patrol, August 20th. Infinite, September 24th. Jackass 4, October 22nd. Clifford the Big Red Dog, November 5th. And Top Gun Maverick, November 19th. So there you go. There's the Paramount movies coming out this year. For the rest of this year, I should say. We have a trailer for Batman the Long Halloween Part 1.
Oh yeah.
Now I haven't seen this because I was waiting to watch it here.
I also haven't seen this.
So we're gonna be checking this out live. So again, Batman:
Roll
The
that
Long
bad boy.
Halloween Part 1 trailer. So you got Batman.
Oh, I'll take some of that money.
Yeah.
Mm.
How do you feel about the animation style? I think it looks pretty neat.
It it looks it's just different from what I'm used to, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad or anything.
Trick or treat.
Joker.
You got Catwoman, you got Harvey. You
The
got
Batmobile.
So we got again Jensen Ackles voicing Bruce Wayne, Batman in this one. You got Naya Rivera as Catwoman.
Yeah.
I know we mentioned the voice cast about this last week during the previous
Hey,
episode.
Calendar Man.
Yeah.
Solomon Grundy. Born on a Monday.
Hey, Alfred. So that's the Long Halloween Part 1.
Looks fun.
Pretty
Looks
cool.
cool.
Yeah. I'm definitely want to check that out.
Yeah, I'll be checking it out.
I say that as I need to watch a lot of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Um
All right. So just a short minute and 40-second trailer. Very easy to see, very easy to watch. Go check it out. What's with the sound, guys?
So sticking to DC news, we have Shazam: Fury of the Gods casting news, and that is that Shazam, Shazam 2, Shazam: Fury of the Gods, however you want to call it, has cast Lucy Liu as a villain. Uh,
I like Lucy Liu.
Me too. She's great. They've
Hmm.
cast Lucy Liu as the villain Calypso, sister of Helen Mirren's villainous character Hespera. So we got Lucy Liu and Helen Mirren as sisters here. As,
Hmm.
evil villains of the movie that they will be. Um, Daughters of the Greek god Atlas, one of the sources of Shazam's powers. Um, yeah, I mean, to me, this is just like, as I usually say, like you're adding talent, so I'm all
Hmm.
about it. You're adding talent to your movie. This is gonna be interesting. I like Shazam, so
Hmm.
I liked the first Shazam movie. My thing is like I was always disappointed when they when at the end of the movie they kind of show you that Superman is gonna be there, and it's like, who is it gonna be? It's Superman, but like
Hmm.
like they make you think it's gonna be Henry Cavill, but like it's not. And I think they confirmed already that Superman will not be in the second movie or something like that, which disappoints me immensely and even further. Like, why can't we have our boy Henry Cavill show up again as Soups, man? Like, why you gotta do me like this, WB?
I know, right?
But regardless of that, I'm liking the casting that they're putting for this movie though. You got Lucy
Yeah.
Liu, you got Helen Mirren. Like, this is pretty cool, man. Rachel Zegler, yeah, they're building up a pretty dope cast for this. So I'm very curious to see what they're gonna do with this. I wonder if at all they will tease or include The Rock's Black Adam into this at all, because at some point he's gonna have to get into the mix.
Right? Yeah.
So I'm curious about that. I know that they started production on that movie already as well, finally. Um, but yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with this. Shout out Lucy Liu.
Yeah.
Um, the last couple things we have here for the movie news is we have some more casting news from the Borderlands movie. This actually dropped today. The last two pieces here dropped today. So the Borderlands movie has cast Janina Gavankar to join Eli Roth's video game adaptation from Lionsgate. So Janina Gavankar has joined the Borderlands movie, and she will be portraying a brand new key character to the Borderlands franchise. She will be playing the role of Commander Knox. Again, Commander Knox is a new key character being introduced to the Borderlands franchise. So Janina Gavankar is joining Kate Blanchett, Kevin Hart, Jamie Lee Curtis, Edgar Ramirez, Haley Bennett, Jack Black, and all the rest of the cast for this movie. I like Janina. I think she's amazing. Um, I love her from Battlefront 2. Janina was amazing as Aiden Versio in Battlefront 2. So I love her from that. She was also in some of the early episodes of Arrow, I believe. Um, and yeah, that's kind of where I know her from mainly. But she's been in other stuff too, like obviously like True Blood and Sleepy Hollow and kind of stuff. But she she has a pretty like what's the word I'm looking for? She has a pretty like she's pretty involved in gaming.
Yeah.
Like she's been like I know she like is friends with like Greg Miller and stuff and like they be and I know that like her and like Sam Witwer would streamed on like his Twitch channel and like she's been voices and characters for video games. Like obviously I mentioned Battlefront 2, I know her from that mainly. So
Yeah, she's in Far Cry 4. She voiced a
yeah.
character in Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yep. Horizon Zero
Um,
Dawn, Far Cry 4. She was in I mentioned Arrow, but that's live action. Battlefront 2, Aiden. So yeah, and then like I see her around like in a lot of gaming stuff. Like she's very involved in the gaming. Um
one of us. One of us. One
yeah,
of
dude.
us.
Yeah. And then also
Mm.
Janina also responded to her casting news here. An hour ago she tweeted out if you know me, you know that this movie will be a lot more than just another gig for me. I'll be carrying every writer, dev, voice actor, and gamer that has worked on and played Borderlands in my heart as I head to Pandora.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, man, Janina's great. I'm excited for her to be a part of this. And the interesting thing is I mentioned is she's not even gonna be playing a like previous character. She's gonna be playing like a brand new character. So I'm excited, man. That's pretty dope. I'm looking forward to seeing what her character's all about. Commander Knox is the name. So very cool, very exciting.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man. I like her.
Alrighty, the last piece of movie news for the day. Um,
Dropped just a little bit ago.
yeah, it really did. Like honestly, like right before we started the episode today. But
Yeah.
Netflix is working on a live action Gundam movie with Jordan Vogt-Roberts was the director of Kong Skull Island. So if you're wondering if this guy could handle giant things fighting each other, there's your answer. He directed Kong Skull Island. So I'm excited because I love Kong Skull Island. I think that movie's fucking rad as hell, dude. So and I like Gundam as well. So I'm this should be fun, man. Hopefully it should be fun if they do it right and if it all goes well. I'm all about it, dude.
Yeah. Be interesting.
Yeah. Brian K. Vaughan is set to write the script. It's gonna be again a live action Gundam. Vogt-Roberts will produce and direct the script from Vaughn, and I don't believe they have anything other on on it than this because again it just dropped like not that long ago, or it was earlier today. So anyway, but yeah, live action Gundam, Netflix, Jordan Vogt-Roberts. I will be cautiously optimistic, and I say cautiously because it could go either way because of Netflix. It could either be like really dope, or it could just be not so great. So we'll see. I have faith though. I have faith because I again, Kong Skull Island was fucking awesome. So I'm optimistic. But there's our movie news for the day. That's all we got. You got anything to add on that, Josh, or good to wrap
Hmm.
up the news for the day?
I do not have anything on that other than I think it's fucking cool. So I think that is the news,
That's the
everybody.
news. As we said, there wasn't gonna be a whole lot because yeah, they're just you know there's not a whole lot going on, and the last time we did one of these shows or an episode was midway through the week, and then we're doing this one again back on our usual days. But
Yeah, we're getting back to our normally scheduled broadcasting.
indeed.
All right. We want to hit our
Yeah, I
second
think
part
it's
of the show.
time for the main topic, man. Let's get
All
into
right,
it.
guys. Our main topic this week is Starship Troopers. We went back, so occasionally we do what we call retro rewinds, um, where we go back and watch a movie that maybe we hadn't seen in a while, like from
Yep.
that we grew up kind of watching. So we watched 1997's Starship Troopers, um, and I love this movie.
I do too. It's such a fun ass movie, man. It's so fun.
I watched this movie as a kid growing up before I should have
Same.
seen this movie as a kid growing up.
Same.
um,
But it was good. I
and it's the
really
first time I watched it in a while too.
yeah, it's fucking rad, dude. I think it's such a good time, man. Because before last night, I could not remember the last time I had seen this movie.
Yeah, it's been a while. So
Yeah.
fuck, like let's look at the casting here. We had Casper Van. How do you say his last name? Van Dien? Van
Casper
Dien?
Van Dien, yeah.
Yeah. Um. Dina Meyer, Denise Richards, Jake Busey, Neil Patrick Harris is in this movie, guys.
My boy Clancy Brown, dude. Hell
Clancy
yeah.
Brown's in this movie. Michael Ironside's in this movie, being a badass in this movie.
Yeah,
Pretty cool cast.
100%.
Um, so to me, this movie's just like a dumb action movie, right? But to a lot of people, it's just like it's like political satire and makes fun of a lot of things.
Mhm.
Would you like to know more? I'm doing my part. Service guarantees citizenship.
I
Like we
love
could
that
quote
shit,
so much
dude.
of this
Would
shit.
like to know more.
I love it
Yeah.
too. Would you like to know more?
I'm doing my part. The fucking little kid. I'm doing my part, and they all laugh at his ass. Get the fuck out of here, kid. What are you doing?
To me, it's just
And
a fun
then-
action movie. Yeah.
We'll
ahead.
talk about it later, but there's a part in particular that had me cracking up because I like there's a specific person or character in the movie that just starts like hysterically laughing, and I couldn't help but laugh either because it was so funny.
The fucking movie has like so they have sequels to this, by the way. This spawned Starship Troopers spawned the whole
The
franchise.
sequels are terrible though. I don't even want to talk about that stuff because
I haven't looked at any of the computer animated ones, so I don't know if they're any good or not.
I
remember growing up.
either. I was strictly talking about the live action.
Oh yeah, fuck those live action ones. They're awful. I remember growing up, they had like a Roughnecks, which is the name of the some of the army dudes companies in the Starship Troopers. They had like a computer generated series.
I looked it up last night after the movie. It was 1999, which is like 2 years after this movie.
Yeah,
And I remember, and I brought it up because it was like I had never seen it, and I remember wanting to watch it.
I remember watching it.
I just never got the chance to.
Yeah,
And I haven't either. And I was trying to look up to see where it was, and that shit's hard to track down, man.
yeah,
Like, it's not easy to find that. Like I don't even know where you would watch it. Like I want to watch it, but I don't know. It's like nowhere, dude. Like there's no. It's not on any streaming service. It's nowhere. So I'm like, well, where the fuck is this? You know?
Oh yeah, you basically have to buy a DVD off Amazon for like $100. Yeah, fuck that.
Oof.
Yeah, nah, I'm good. I'm
I
good.
want to
Wait,
watch
wait.
it, but I don't think I want to watch it that bad.
Um, but yeah, yeah. Um, uh,
Where do you want to start with this?
I don't know. I don't know where should we start. Uh, it's been a while since we've done these retro rewinds, and I forgot how we do them. So, uh, would you
So
join the Federation, Daniel? Would you join the mobile infantry like
fuck yeah,
Rico?
dude. Hell yeah. Let's go, dude. Let's shoot some bugs, man. Uh, I
uh,
it annoyed the shit. Rewatching this, it annoyed the shit out of me that Neil Patrick fucking Harris tells you where to shoot the fucking bug, and these assholes kept unloading a whole fucking clip into these bugs and not shooting it where you're supposed to shoot it, bro. Like you're shooting everywhere else except where you're supposed to. And these people are dying. They're getting fucking ripped apart in half, and like they're getting their limbs torn up and getting fucking shit in their domes, and it's like, come on, bro, shoot them where Neil Patrick Harris told you. Quit being fools, man.
yep, yep, yep. Um,
Damn. Also,
uh,
one thing that I thought that I always thought was funny is we're supposed to be in Buenos Aires, Argentina, right? Which is
mhm.
it's a you know Spanish and Spanish speaking country, and that sort of thing. And we have our characters, Dizzy Flores, which is the girl that is like hardcore crushing on Johnny. Which I mean, eventually it works out because eventually they get the smash. And damn, that lady has been wanting it for so long, so it worked out. But like we have these people that are supposed to be like Argentinians and shit, and we got these and they're like speaking like perfect English, and like I know I'm like going. I know that it's not that kind of movie, but it's like we have white people in Argentina. Like what? Like what is this? But I know it's not that kind of movie. I just thought that was funny, man. Like rewatching it last night, I'm like that's hilarious. Like fucking Buenos Aires and shit, and like fucking they got the like Carmen Ibanez, like she's got the name, but it's fucking Denise Richards. Like what the hell? It's just funny to me, dude. Like it's hilarious. I don't care that much about it because it's I mean you gotta look at the kind of movie you're watching, but I just it's just funny as hell, man. It's just funny to me.
Yeah. Um, I like how the movie opens because it opens in the middle of the action, kind of, where you're in the news crew, right?
Yeah,
And then we kind of flash back and get to the basic training with Johnny Rico and uh and Carmen and Benez. Sorry, tongue twister.
Ibanez. Yeah.
Banez.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
not my tongue got twisted up. Um, and then and for some reason they just have
Yeah,
psychics in this
Loki.
world. I like how they just have psychics in this world with like not a lot of explanation in it other than like he's like testing Johnny, trying to give him information with his mind, which is Neil Patrick Harris's character, Carl.
Carl. Yeah,
Um, it's never explained at all why, really. I don't think on why they are just psychic now, but
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part. Would you like to know more?
Would you like to know more?
Um,
Yeah, no. It's I will say that for being a '97 movie, it doesn't look terrible.
yeah, no, like, look, it's not the greatest thing ever, but it doesn't look bad either.
No,
Like, this is
I was like, this is pretty
1997.
cool, man. I fucks with it, man. It
Yeah.
looks pretty good. Yeah.
Um, like, and look, I've seen modern movies with way worse.
Oh yeah,
I've
dude.
seen like way worse.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how that works, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
Um.
but yeah. So yeah, you got your main trio. You got Casper as Rico. You got Denise Richards, Carmen, and then you have Neil Patrick Harris as a Carl character. Right? They're like the main three.
Mhm.
We start off with them, and then we end the movie with them as well. And yeah,
Yeah.
Majin's like the CG looked better than Infinity War Hulkbuster. That's you ain't wrong about that, man.
uh,
Shit.
but yeah, I,
Also,
mhm.
also these people are supposed to be in high school or some shit. Like, it's always gonna be funny to me how like older movies had like these grown ass people they're supposed to be in high school. Like that's just hilarious. Like fucking, I always think of like Spider Man when they have fucking Flash, like fucking what's his name, Joe Manganiello as Flash Thompson. Like you're supposed to believe this homie is in high school, bruh. Come on,
uh,
that shit just cracks me up, man. Ugh. Again, I'm not. It's like I know you're not supposed to be like going too into that, but I can't help it, dude. It's just too funny.
I know it's funny. Um,
Yeah, but then you got your little futuristic tech of Johnny and Carmen over here drawn to each other and shit, and you got Michael Ironside's character being a hard ass, and they're all taking their tests and whatnot. Teenagers with attitudes, them's all 30 something. Yeah, straight up, man.
yeah.
Straight up, straight up.
Uh, I don't know. I just love it because it's just a fucking action movie for me, right?
Yeah, no, it's great,
Like
dude. I'm all
uh,
about it, man.
it's not
It's pretty
to me.
dope.
It's not a smart movie or anything like that. It's just a
No, yeah, yeah. No, I get that.
big dumb
To
action
me, it's
movie.
just funny. Like
Yeah,
all this shit I've mentioned. Like I don't really care about it that much because I mean I love the movie.
yeah.
I think it's a fun ass time,
Well, I
dude.
was mostly speaking more towards like the political satire parts of it. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
that's cool. I know I get it's making fun of that, but
yeah,
to
yeah.
me,
Like,
it's just the actiony parts that I enjoy. Like seeing Johnny and the Roughnecks go out there and be a bunch of badasses and killing bugs everywhere. It's a lot of fun. Um,
mhm.
uh, but as I was watching it, I was like, uh, when it gets to the part where Johnny has just killed the giant bug, right? He's shot a big hole in its back and threw the grenade in there. And he's like, and Michael Ironside's character is like, "Where'd you learn that?" And like, Johnny's like, "In school, sir. Remember, I was captain of the team, trying to smooze up for that promotion." I was like,
Oh
"Look at
yeah.
him. He's playing the game. He's playing the political game to get rank. Look at that. I never really noticed that before." I was like, "Look, he's trying to get in charge. He likes being a leader, I
Well,
guess. Like he's just drawn to it."
yeah. It's just funny how like there are certain things that like depending on how long you've seen a movie, like when the last time you saw it, you don't notice, but then like when you watch, you're like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay, okay. I see.
Um. And I'll be honest with you, I just don't like Denise Richards' character. Carmen's like
She
a bitch.
she kind of she's not the best, man.
She kind of does
it-
Johnny dirty a few times.
yeah, what's funny is that Amber, because I was watching with Amber last night. She was watching for the first time. She was saying the same shit. She's like, "Oh, it's like, come on." She was like, she did not approve of the things that she was doing. Cause like when she meets up with fucking what's his name, Xander.
Yeah, fuck Xander.
Yeah, fuck that guy, dude. Like Amber was just not about it. She was, and yeah, I mean, yeah, like fuck that shit, dude. That's not cool. All of that's not cool. Which to be fair, Dizzy over here trying real hard to get with Johnny, kind of the same thing.
Hmm.
But
The
yeah,
thing
man,
is,
I don't
though, is
know.
that Johnny knows it the whole time and like never makes a move. Like he always shuts Dizzy down.
Yeah,
Like Carmen never does with Xander. Like she always is kind of
it's
just
true.
like at least Johnny tries to stay, loyal to his girl or whatever. And then she sends him a fucking Dear John letter. Like, bro,
Oh,
she does
and the
Johnny dirty in
worst
this
part,
movie.
the worst part is all his homies are in the back watching, dude. I was like, oh my guy.
But as they
Oh
watch though, like they know to disengage, right? They know
yeah,
it's
yeah,
dirty
yeah, yeah.
too. Like even
Yeah.
Ace, who is like, which is Jake Busey's character, like comes up and tries to comfort him a little bit. Like
Yeah,
even
he's
though
like,
they
you still
kind of
got me
have
to
this
boss around or
rivalry.
something. Yeah,
Yeah, like I
yeah,
like that they all kind of like they kind of had his back a little bit. Like they knew to not be an asshole about it because it's shit. It's shitty. Carmen did him dirty a few times in this movie, which is why I'm so glad later on in the movie when Johnny punches the fucking shit out of Xander right in the fucking face.
Yeah, he's like, "What you gonna do, jarhead or whatever?" And he just fucking
Fucking
clocks him in the face.
clocks
Yeah,
him in the face.
like fuck you, bro. Fuck you, homie. What's good? Talking all that good shit. What's up? What's up, fly boy?
Yeah.
Because he's a pilot and Johnny's a fucking roughneck, you know. So
Yeah, like the Roughnecks are on the ground, bro. They're fucking strong. What are you gonna do? All you do is fly all day. Like, get out of
yeah,
here. With that nonsense. Um, but yeah. Then they go and get tattoos, which is fucking dope.
they all get tattoos. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So early on in the movie, also you see them all like they all go. There's Carmen, Johnny, and Carl all go their separate ways and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Carmen is off to be a pilot. Carl is intelligence, and then Johnny gets the roughneck, and then the dude that gives him the papers like, "Oh, this is how I got to be, this way." And dude doesn't have an arm; he's missing his legs and shit. And he's like fighting his fucking parents to try to, fucking do his own thing because they want him to go to Harvard or some shit.
Yeah. Clendathu. They have this fucking uh
The planet of Klendathu, yeah.
yeah. Sorry, I
The
was just looking
asteroid
at the
was sent
names and
from
stuff.
Klendathu, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Then we go to boot camp and we meet Clancy Brown being fucking Drill
Dude,
Sergeant Zim.
when fucking Ace was like, "Oh, all you gotta do is push buttons,"
Yeah.
and fucking
Put your hand on that wall.
yeah, and Zim, which is Clancy Brown's character, Zim, he's like, "Oh yeah, put your hand on that wall," and he fucking throws the knife out of his hand. He's like, "If you disable the fucking opponent's hand, he can't push the button."
Push the button. Yeah.
It's so good, man.
Medic.
Yeah, medic. Every time he'd fuck somebody up, you'd be like, medic. After you like broke that one dude's arm and like threw the knife at fucking Ace's hand and shit. And then like Dizzy put up a pretty good fight against him for a little bit too before she went down as well. But
Yeah, I'm team Dizzy here.
I
Team
am
Dizzy.
too, man. I am too, to be quite honest with you.
Mm-hmm. Carmen's just a bitch. She does her boy dirty. What else should we talk about?
You have the training exercise where Rico kind of messes up and takes his man's helmet off, and then like homegirl gets shot by the training stuff, and then she falls down and she accidentally kills the dude with his helmet off because he didn't have his helmet on, because they were doing a live fire exercise. So homie dies, she gets expelled, and Rico's in some big trouble. And then we get introduced to the homeboy, man, fucking Hank. It's minerals, Marie, not rocks. Fucking Dean Norris, dude, from Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
he's in this movie.
And I realized that as I was watching it and he came on screen, I was like, wait a minute. I'd forgotten.
Yeah, man, he's in this. But yeah, Rico, like after this whole thing, Rico gets before what I was about to say, he gets fucking lashed, bro. He gets like 10 lashes, right?
Yeah.
So he gets pretty fucked up. And then like he considers like leaving and stuff, and then of course you see Xander and fucking Carmen doing more flirty bullshit, even though like I think at this point are they still, I think they're still together, right? Yeah. So you see them doing more flirty bullshit, and they're still together by this point. And by them, I mean Carmen and Rico. But Rico is kind of like considering leaving because he's like, I kind of messed up, and or actually no. By this point, they're probably not together anymore.
They're broken up because he's fixing.
Yeah, because that's the reason why he wants to leave. Because like, yeah, that's right. Because like I joined for the wrong reasons or whatever. I want to. It's okay if I come back home, and then as that happens, fucking the bugs strike, man, and Argentina in specific, Buenos Aires, his hometown, gets fucked up, and his parents are gone, and we see the fucking the federal network, put up the numbers, and the only good bug's a dead bug, and all that stuff, right?
That part gets me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
So like all their family is killed pretty much. Like
Yeah,
there's nothing to go home to at that point.
and this is like the driving force for him to be like, all right, man, I was gonna leave, but now I got something to fight for.
Mm-hmm.
That is not Carmen. I'm gonna put my ass into gear now because I lost everything back home, so I'm here to stay, bruh. And yeah, man, he's rejuvenated from this,
Mm-hmm.
and this is again where we see Carl tell literally everyone where to shoot the bugs, and what do these dudes and dudettes do? They don't shoot them. They don't shoot the bugs where they need to.
You gotta hit him in the nerve center, man. Carl
Come on,
told
man.
you.
Yeah, just listen to fucking Carl, bro. Come on.
He knows what
And
he's
then
doing.
also during this scene is the part that I was gonna mention earlier. There's a bunch of little kids squashing bugs,
Oh, yes, I
and the
know.
mom on the left side behind them is laughing like a maniac. She is having the time of her life. She is hysterical as hell watching all these little kids squash these fucking roaches or whatever, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like that lady's a little too excited. Like I don't like roaches, but like that's a little she's a little too excited about all that, man.
Yeah. It's a that part makes me laugh too, because it's so ridiculous. And over
Yeah.
the top. Uh I love all the little news bits that pop up. I love
I
all
do
the
too. The
little would you
Federal
like to know
Network shit,
more?
I love it, man. It's great. The Federal Network
Yeah.
stuff is so much fun.
Because
Would you
it's
like to know
just
more?
yeah. I'm doing my part. I'm
Yeah,
doing
man.
my part too. And then fucking kid shows up
They all
dressed in
laugh
the
at his
military.
ass. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um
But yeah, towards like I would say like maybe halfway through the movie, you have the brawl, with Xander and Rico,
mhm.
and they kind of fight for a little bit, and then of course the Roughnecks pull away Johnny, and the pilot dudes pull away
Xander.
Xander's punk ass, and then yeah, that kind of
Mobile
Carmen just
infantry and
standing
fleet
on the
don't
sideline.
mix. I love how Dizzy looks back at Carmen when she says that too. Fucking
Yeah,
mobile infantry and fleet don't mix. Like, bitch.
and then after that is when they get the tattoos. So
Yeah.
it's Ace, Diz, Rico, and then I think this guy's name was Kitten,
Yeah.
or
Which,
was it Kitten?
yeah, I think it is Kitten. Because, like, I had subtitles on, and I was like, is this dude's name really Kitten? And they call him Kit
Yeah, there's a guy called Kitten. But I
a
wasn't sure if
few
that was
times.
the other dude who got the tattoo. But anyway,
I
they all
think
get
I think
tats.
it's him.
They
I
all
think
get
it's his
tats.
idea.
Yeah. They all get tats which say "Death from Above," and then Majin made an interesting. Well, not interesting, but he made it funny, which was like these guys are the boots on the ground guys. Like, what do you mean "Death from Above"?
Yeah, that's true.
Which is funny, but I mean, but hey, man, they have to get down to the planet somehow, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is they come in and get dropped in, so that's
Yeah,
probably why.
yeah.
Kind of like
Um,
getting an airborne tattoo when you're a
and then
paratrooper.
like one thing that was kind of like puzzling me was like when these bugs start shooting out their blue ass lasers, the big bugs that shoot out the big blue,
Mm-hmm.
things from their ass or whatever. You have all the starships in the air, and they're like trying to avoid the blast or whatever. Like they're going about it so calm, and some of these ships are getting like destroyed, bro. Like what is going on? Like why do you guys like not move away? Like why do you not maneuver through this better than you are? And then like not only that, but later on in the movie, exact same shit happens. Like did you guys not learn from earlier?
Look,
Like you
guys,
didn't.
the fleet's dumb. All right, fleet's dumb, right? That's why we join mobile infantry. We join.
Yeah, dude, fuck that. Fuck that, bro. Then also like I don't yeah, I definitely go infantry because I don't want to be fucking blown out to space when the ship cracks in half, and then you just fly out into the void of nothing. You know,
Yeah, that'd be horrible. I
because
like.
at least if you're infantry, then you have a chance to survive like Johnny, and you get put in the back of the tank and your chonies, and you'll be all right. You know what I mean?
I do want to go back just a second on the basic training because I forgot to mention it. Is like they show the two sides of the training almost. They show Carmen training to be a pilot, and like she's running
Mm.
through the ship and giggling with her friend, and then you got Johnny on the ground getting his ass kicked. You see all the other troopers getting their asses kicked by Zim, getting their hands impaled on the wall.
Yeah,
There's no really laughing or joking around too much. Like the fucking mobile infantry has it way harder than those fucking fleet assholes. Like, yeah, like respect to the mobile infantry that don't exist just in this movie.
yeah. Majin brings up a good point. He's like they're literally flying into the fire when they could like avoid it entirely. Like again, you have these big ass bugs shooting their fucking blue butt lasers or whatever the fuck that shit is.
I know.
And then like you have these ships like flying into it. Like, why don't you guys move away? What are you doing, man? Ugh, the butt atomic breath or whatever you want to call it, man.
Yeah, I don't the ass blasters.
Yeah.
Um,
That's a better name for it. The ass blaster, yeah.
um,
The bug blaster, the bug ass blaster. There you go. But anyway, the Roughnecks get boots to the ground. They arrive. They arrive on the planet with the drop ships, and they're kind of not prepared because they get pretty decimated here, man.
mm-hmm.
A lot of these guys get destroyed. I believe it was like 100,000 casualties in like 1 hour,
Yeah, something like that.
is what they said in the movie. And you just see the immense amount of dead bodies and body parts and just dead bugs and people laying around everywhere. And then you have the other dude resign. The new Sky Marshal changes strategies. And then you have Pee Wee Sherman over here arguing with this other lady about whether or not bugs are smart or not. Um, but yeah, they change up their strategy. Carmen looks at the list of like, you know, the casualty list or whatever, and she sees that Johnny was killed in action. So she thinks Johnny's dead. But of course, we see Johnny in the back tank later on getting his thigh, you know, fixed up. And then you have Ace and Dizzy coming over here to check up on him, making
Yeah,
sure he's alright.
I just have a trailer going while we're talking about the movie. I thought we'd put something up
There you
there.
go. Those blue things that you see on screen, if you're watching the video version of this podcast,
Yeah. Mhm.
those are the bug ass blasters we were talking about earlier. Um, but yeah, uh, you have fucking Michael Ironside's character get into the fight now. A little later after that,
With a badass
he
robotic
gets
arm.
involved into the action. Yeah,
Oh, here's his
and
introduction.
after they bomb, was the Planet P, right?
Yeah,
Was that the planet that they were on where they all got messed up? So they go to Planet P,
I think.
and then after the bombing run,
They got to mop up.
oh,
Basically, Fleet comes in and bombs everything to shit, and then Mobile Infantry has to mop it up. Uh oh, we lost the Daniel. What happened? Ah! Oh. Oh. 1 second, guys. Let's change screens so that I'm not being split screened. Hi. Oh, he's
hello.
back.
Okay.
Hi.
Oh,
Are you okay?
hey.
No.
So
Hey. Hi.
the same thing happened to me earlier. Is that you're for
Audio
me
messed up.
you're I just yeah the video wasn't working. You're robot and shit. But anyway,
Discord's wonky.
yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Unless
That's
anybody
the
in
sec
chat.
That's the second time today, and I know it's not my internet because I mean everything else is working fine.
Yeah, it's probably just Discord. They're probably having a weird day. You know how they are.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
But anyway, where were we? We were talking about Michael Ironside joining into the fight, and then they bomb Planet P. I think was the name, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So Planet P, they bomb it, and then the Roughnecks get back in there, and yeah, this is the part where Johnny like uses his like football techniques or whatever the fuck to like blow up that one bug.
Mm-hmm.
The way that I described it was like, you remember in Empire Strikes Back when Luke takes down the AT-AT?
Mm-hmm.
He goes up there and like drops a bomb inside of it, and then like that whole thing. That's kind of what that reminded me of. Um,
Tanker bugs. That's what the ones he blew up are called. Tanker
there
bugs.
you go, the tanker bug. He blows up the tanker bug, and you see the orange slime. Which Masha and I were joking around that like all the green and orange slime was like '90s Nickelodeon, dude,
All right.
with all the fucking orange and green and shit. Another cool thing about Michael Ironside's character is that, which his name is Resnick, right?
Yes, but yeah.
Uh, he's like, I expect the best, and I also give the best, and he like brings them like kegs of beer and like fucking
Here's the beer. Here's the
yeah,
entertainment.
and then the entertainment, yeah. The homie gets his little Ace gets his violin, you know. He's like translucent green, looking like a fucking like a Game Boy or a fucking OG PlayStation controller from the night from the '90s and shit. And they're throwing around the football or whatever.
Yeah.
Then you got
Uh,
Watkins' character involved too, which I forgot to mention earlier, but Watkins is pretty cool.
yeah.
He
He hates bugs.
yeah. He I think the first time we see him in action, he like kills a bug and he just keeps shooting it after it's already dead. And just the
Ain't much to
green
look at
slime just
once you
keeps
scrape them off your boot. I love that line.
yeah.
This movie's full of quotes, by the way, just badass one-liners that happen.
So I bring him up because Dizzy wants to dance with Rico,
Mm-hmm.
but then Rico's like, nah. And then Dizzy offers to dance with Watkins, and he's like, all right. You know, he's like, hold my beer. He literally has a hold my beer moment to Rico, and he goes off to dance with fucking Dizzy. And then Michael Ironside comes in like, yo, you once asked me for advice, so I'm gonna give it to you now. Never pass up a good thing. And what does Rico do? Couple moments later, he and Dizzy are fucking, bro. They smashing in the tent.
You can't do that when I'm drinking. Fuck.
It's true, man. He's like, he's like, oh, can't pass up a good thing, huh? He's like, shit,
Yeah.
I almost died. I could die again.
Yeah.
Let me go smash this lady.
I
real
mean,
quick before.
Carmen done him dirty. Why not? She doesn't even know he's alive
Yeah,
at this point. She thinks he's dead.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Michael Ironside kind of catches him in the
The
in the
act.
act. Yeah. And he's like, all right, 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Which
I
I
love
thought was
that
pretty
part.
cool. He's like, you gave him 20 minutes. Like, let's go, dude. Hell yeah.
Another reason I like him. He's like, yeah, let him have
Yeah,
a moment.
he's a cool dude, man.
Yeah.
His character's great.
He might die tomorrow. Uh, yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, so you never know, dude. You see your friends and homies getting ripped apart and dying and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta live life, man, while you're there, man. You gotta have fun, bro. Because you never know when it could be your last, dude. But then after that, they head out and they go towards the camp they were going to.
The outpost. They got a distress call or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they go to the which they thought was like empty and nobody was there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Turns out completely overrun. Everyone there is dead.
He
And
had his brains sucked out. They sucked his
some dude
brains out.
some dude gets killed, and then Michael Ironside shoots him instead of shooting the bug, and he's like, I would hope that any of you do that for me as well.
I
And Jake's
expect
like,
any of
oh,
you to.
shoot me instead of shooting the bug you're supposed to kill or something like that. I mean, it's like, yeah, he could have shot the fucking bug before he killed the guy. I don't know what happened there, but
Mm.
like, I get putting dude out of his misery, but like, you could have maybe prevented that. I don't know. Although I guess if you shoot the guy while he's in the air with the bug, or if you shoot the bug while he's in the air with the guy, then the guy just falls to his death anyway. I don't know. But they arrive at the outpost and everybody's torn to shreds and there's a lot of blood and bodies and body parts and you know
Mhm.
as they are all over the damn place. So they arrive and everybody's dead. And then they open up like a what is it? Like a locker or something. And then like this one general dude pops out and he's like, "Oh, they're trying to get everybody like, they there's like holes in people's heads and shit and like they're like eating the brains and stuff and he's like I had to hide or they'd get me too and look at all this."
Yeah, and
He's
everybody's immediately hates this dude. And I
yeah, he's
didn't
like
realize as a kid why, and then I realized they hated him because he was hiding in the locker like a pussy. Like that's like the only reason for them to have instant dislike of him.
yeah, and this dude was just trying to stay alive, man. But like later on in the movie, like shortly after this, like when they get overrun by all the bugs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody shoots the flying one, and like it's
Like
headed right towards him. He sees that shit coming, and what does he do? He just sits there and lets himself get killed by that thing. Like, why don't you move out the way, man?
this, no, that dude is like like he's the most cowardly person I've seen. Like there's a scene like before he's killed right there, where the mosquito bugs are flying around or whatever the fuck, and
Yeah.
they chop people's heads off because they have like razors, and he's like,
Oh yeah.
ooh, that scene where he just puts his hands up. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Get a gun and start helping, dude. Like you're
Yeah.
just standing there.
And then Watkins like bugs, bugs, and then he's kind of like that guy is kind of like the game over
Right?
man moment of this movie. He's like, we're all gonna
Mm-hmm.
die when fucking when Watkins alerts him that the bugs are coming over. And yeah, I mean, I like there's a shit ton of bugs, man. Like they pan over to the outside and you just see like a swarm of them, like World War Z level zombie type shit of bugs, man.
Yeah. Mm.
And there's just so fucking so they get overrun. They gotta call in for extraction so they can get the fuck out of there. Um, they need retrieval. Dizzy's working on the transponder or whatever, the transmission. And then you're like, oh, fucking, you want us to land at this outpost? You're gonna need a crazy pilot. And then like, obviously, as soon as they say that, we know exactly who the hell they're talking about. Like, of course, it's gonna be fucking Carmen and Xander that are gonna be the ones
Mm-hmm.
that back them up.
This is the Roger Young uh fucking
Yep, the
ship
Roger
that they're
Young.
on.
But they're trying to fight back all these bugs at the outpost, but they just they get too overrun. Michael Ironside's character gets his legs torn off, and he's like, "You know what you have to do." And Rico pops him in the chest, and that's that, man. Your boy
Mm-hmm.
Mike, Iron Mike, Michael Ironside. Jesus Christ, I was gonna call
Iron
him
Mike.
Iron Mike. You know why though? You wanna know why I wasn't calling him Iron Mike? Because there's a character in Days Gone called Iron Mike. And we were talking about Days Gone earlier, so that kind of mixed me up a little bit. Michael Ironside, Jesus Christ, his character, goes out, and then Dizzy celebrates a kill with a grenade kill, and Rico's like Dizzy, and she's like running in slow motion. She turns around instead of continuing to run for some reason, and she gets jabbed right in the fucking torso. And
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, we lose a Dizzy, which
Mm-hmm.
is it's like damn. She's gone because she ain't making it out of this one.
Mm-hmm.
She's bloody.
Rico's pissed at this point.
Yep. And then of course Xander and Carmen arrive, and they're trying to get everybody loaded into the ship. The two guys in the guns up top the tower jump down, and then you have what'd you call it, the tank bug?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking lights them up with the flamethrower or whatever, and they just get toasted right away, man.
Yeah, but respect to those guys. They went out fighting. At least they were up
Yeah,
on that tower shooting the entire time. So
yeah.
Uh, Terrible way to deal.
Yeah. But that outpost gets completely overrun, but they make it out. Then Dizzy dies
In the ship
Re-
or in the
in
thing, yeah.
Rico's arms on the ship. Then Xander informs I think this is like probably the only like decent thing that fucking Xander did the whole fucking movie, which was
Mhm,
tell Carmen that Rico was still alive and in the back of the ship there, you know.
mhm, mhm.
It's like, oh, your friend Rico's back there alive. And Dizzy's dying, and she's like, it's okay, because at least we got the fuck. And then she just dies. He's like, no, Dizzy, don't die. But she's like, it's all right. At least I got to have you. And then she just dies. It's like, damn,
Got the
that
tap back.
sucks. Yeah, we, it's all right. We got the fuck. We had 20 minutes. Shout out Michael Ironside.
Oh god.
But yeah, they leave, and then they have the funeral for Dizzy, and they bring in the new recruits, which Rico now, like, this is only supposed to be like a year after like the when they were like in school or whatever, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So like these guys in a year have dramatically like changed, and Rico becomes the Michael Ironside character now. He's like using his lines and shit now.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's like everyone. He's like everyone fights, no one quits. You do your job, or I'll kill you myself. That kind of thing, right?
yeah, I just like the line that where he's like talking to Ace. He's like, "We got reinforced. Most of
Yeah.
them are fresh out of boot." And he looks over at Ace and says, "We're the old men now, Ace."
Yep. Yeah, they're the vets now, man. And on all
Mhm.
these rookies are coming in trying to.
And all those do look like fucking kids. All the
They
reinforcement.
some of them really do. Some of them
Uh,
really really do. You're like, wow, it's fucking crazy. Like
mhm.
some of these kids actually look like high schoolers. Then you look at Rico, you're like, how are? There's no way you were in high school a year ago, Rico, compared to these other kids. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. That is not even the same thing.
Uh, but yeah, like they also have a little funeral for Diz
Yeah, I mentioned that. They
on
have
the
they have a
Roger
funeral for
Young.
Disney before all this. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And then they talk to Carl on there.
Carl, yeah.
Yeah.
Explaining, the strategy about what they want to do and all that stuff.
We thought there was a brain bug on P. Sorry, it was your unit, Johnny. Or whatever.
Then the Roger Young gets a little fucked up, splits in half.
Yeah.
Shit happens. They gotta evacuate.
A ton happens in the
Then
last 20 minutes. Like in the last 20 minutes, because I was keeping track because I was like, I want to make sure I had enough time to launch the stream and stuff so we could talk about all the news
yeah,
and stuff. So I was looking at it and I was like, 20 minutes left? Okay, we got to do the crash of the Roger Young that's about to happen. Like a
no.
ton happens in that last 20 minutes. Yeah,
Lady
I
gets
guess.
crushed by a fucking door,
Yeah.
and as her final order, she's just like, "Evacuate the ship, get out of here, abandon ship." That's an order.
And then she does.
She didn't even get to finish her sentence, and she just dies like right away.
Be
So
awful.
Carmen and Xander need to leave, and of course, because they have main character energy, they run past everybody. And literally at one point before they hop on the transport, they go through a door,
Yeah.
and
Another
other people try to follow them, and there's like an explosion that like doesn't allow them to go forward that way either.
Mm-hmm.
And they like, get knocked on their ass, dude. And like Carmen and Xander get to move on. Everybody else just fucking falls down to the floor, and like
Mm-hmm.
they're in danger and shit. But they end up leaving. They leave and they kind of crash land on Planet P. Because the Roger Young is down, and Carmen is trying to communicate with anybody who will listen, and then of course Ace picks it up, tells Rico that the Roger Young burned up, and for a minute he's like, "Oh, they're dead," but then eventually he ends up going after him because he's trying to figure out the position and you know the coordinates, the situation. He's trying to figure out the situation and the position of where they are and what's going on. And obviously, there's a shit ton of warrior bugs that pop out, and you know, Xander and Carmen got to defend themselves for a little bit,
Mhm.
but they don't hold on for too long because while they're still on the radio, he kind of hears that like Carmen gets jabbed like in her shoulder,
Mhm.
and then fucking Xander gets dropped as well, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, why aren't they killing us?" Because then you see that there's the big old nasty bug, the big one,
The brain bug.
the big chungus comes out of the hole,
What a nasty
and
design for a bug too. That thing looks so
really,
nasty. It's
really,
so gross looking.
Amber was completely disgusted watching this. By the
Yeah,
way,
it's oh she.
yeah, that thing looks like it has a butthole in its fucking face, bro. That should look nasty. And like this thing just like sucks the brain dry out of Xander, and this dies right away, of course.
Yeah. They do give him one cool line, which is like, someday someone like me is gonna kill you and your whole fucking race or something. I'll give him
Yeah,
the cool line.
and
They
then
did give him one.
he spits on the bug, and then he dies.
Yeah, he gets his brain sucked out.
Yeah,
But not before he gives Carmen like a knife he had stashed.
yeah.
Uh,
Which then she uses to cut the fucking thing she's about to get impaled with. Hiya! She stabs it, and then all the nasty fluid comes out of that thing, and
oh, it's so gross.
that really is a nasty ass design for that fucking brain bug
That
thing.
thing is gross.
That shit is disgusting. It's disgusting. But anyway, Phil, uh, Rico, I believe Ace and Watkins, because he's like, I need 2 volunteers, right? While the rest of the Roughnecks move on with their mission priority or whatever. The 3 of them come over to try to save and assist Carmen.
Pulling out the nuke.
They got the nuke, and the bugs are retreating. The big nasty brain bug is leaving, and Watkins ends up sacrificing himself here
Yeah, he gets
and
wounded real bad.
blows them all to hell. Yeah, after he gets wounded pretty bad, and he takes
Mm-hmm.
a good amount of them before he goes down too. Like
Yeah,
with
he's
his,
shooting. He's shooting like a motherfucker.
he's blast. Anyway. He started blasting,
He gets that
and
big
like
damn hero moment everybody wants when they're gonna die, right? Like,
yeah,
just
exactly. And then he gets to go out with them all, man. He's like, if I'm going down, you're going with me,
mm-hmm.
and he fucks them all up.
Are you trying to be a hero, Walker? Just trying to kill some bugs, sir. I love that line. This movie's got so many good lines of just like little actiony macho bullshit. I love them. You know?
Yeah,
uh, oh fuck. Um, and then after that, the movie's pretty much almost over. Like, what happens next is like, for the main characters anyway, the brain bug gets captured.
yeah,
Um, by Clancy Brown of all people.
yeah,
uh,
dude. Fucking Zim is the one that gets shit done, bro.
yeah, I like that. And Carl's there, and like he reads its mind.
It's afraid,
What's it
or
thinking,
like
Colonel?
he's like, it's scared, it's scared, and everybody starts fucking shooting up in the air, and they're all celebrating and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a feared.
It's feared.
Uh,
And then Johnny's like, Carl, it was you. It was you that told me that Carmen was alive or whatever.
he's like, that's classified.
Yeah, well,
And then,
that's
and then,
fast.
then you get a really nasty close up of the butthole brain bug, and then
Yeah.
that shit is gross, dude. Ugh. But anyway, yeah, Carl like can somehow sense what its thoughts are or whatever, or what it's feeling. And then yeah, they capture it, they take it in for like, you know, not interrogation, but like they kind of probe it or whatever, to find
Yeah.
out more information.
Would you like to know more?
Yeah, would you
Begin
like to know
probing.
more? And yeah, dude, Zim captures it. He's a private now. He's not an instructor anymore. He's out here. He's out here in these streets trying to kill some bugs, and he captures the big one. And yeah, they probe the brain bug, and then you get the whole fucking like join now thing, where they're
Yeah.
like join these guys, like fucking Captain Carmen Ibanez and fucking Johnny Rico and Ace and all these other people that we've seen throughout the movie.
Come on, you apes! You want to live forever?
Yep,
Uh,
yep. You get that line, and
it's
then they show
just
off all the new like weapons and tech and shit that they're doing and
we have
whatnot.
the
And
weapons. We need the soldiers.
yeah,
Service
and
guarantees citizenship.
and that's basically where it ends. Because then yeah,
Mhm.
that's they kind of leave it like, all right, man, we can continue this, but then unfortunately they do continue this, but not in the way we would have liked for them to.
Just really
Yeah,
bad sequels. Um,
yeah.
to me, it's just a fun action movie, man. I enjoy it.
I love it,
Uh,
dude. Like, I kind of think of it as its own thing. Like I don't really
mhm.
consider the other like when I
Yeah,
think of Starship Troopers, I just think
look,
of primarily this movie.
man. To me, those sequels don't exist. Like I never think of them. I never
Basically,
want to see them. If I want to watch it, I watch the first movie. That's all you need. It's just,
yeah,
it's
exactly.
just a
It's just a
fun.
fun action movie, hang out, watch with. It was fun rewatching it after so long because again, I hadn't seen it in a hot minute. And it's good stuff, man. Good stuff. I really enjoy that movie.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned earlier, it like for a '97 movie, like it did not look as terrible as some modern movies do nowadays. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
The music was decent, pretty good. Um,
Yeah,
made me think of RoboCop a lot, which makes sense. Um,
yeah. Bum, 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 bum,
mhm. Went well with the
bum.
action. Overall, recommend.
Really, really, really fun movie. I love it. Absolutely. If you've never seen it, I recommend it 100%. It's such a fun time watching this one. You just got to keep in mind this is the silly, fun action movie from the '90s.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take it super seriously. I think you'll have a good time with it if you've never seen.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, I would hope that if you've seen this, you're watching our podcast, you've seen the movie, because otherwise we just spoiled the whole thing for you. But
Yeah.
so yeah, if you haven't seen it in a while, it's probably the better thing to say. I would
uh,
rewatch it because I had a lot of fun with it.
I did too. Um,
Definitely check that out. But yeah, it's such a fun movie. I've always loved this movie since I saw it. It's cool seeing these troopers going in and taking down bugs, man. Like I like
mm-hmm.
what more do you want, right? Like it's great.
Yeah, and
As I
there's
was
a.
as I was watching this,
Mhm.
just before you go ahead,
Yeah.
I'm like, I really want to play this. I want a video game where I can
Oh,
do
that's
all
what
this
I was
shit.
fixing this. That's what I was fixing to say. We gotta get a Starship Troopers game supposedly coming.
Yeah, we have an RTS, but I want like I want like a
Boots on the
shooter,
ground,
man.
first
Yeah, like
person
where I can
shooter.
just
Yeah,
where I can just go in and
that'd be
oh
fun
man,
too.
that'd be so much fun, dude. I want it so bad. But yeah, there is the RTS coming out. It's called Starship Troopers Terran Command. And yeah, that looks like it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Coming out sometime this year.
Uh, but yeah, I think that's unless there's
That
anything more to add. I think that sums
nah,
up
that's
Starship
that's
Troopers.
that's gonna do it. Yeah, when I was watching, I'm like, I really want to play through this, man. It looks like it'd be so much fun. Dropping in with your dropship, getting out and start shooting all the bugs and stuff. Oh man, it'd be great. It'd be such a fun FPS, man. I if anybody out there with the influence and power to do this, please
Yeah.
make that happen.
Do you
And
make it like
please,
Left 4 Dead, bro? Mm-hmm.
dude, I'd be all
Super.
about it. Like a Vermintide slash Left 4
Uh-huh.
Dead type game.
Yeah.
Oh man, that'd be
That'd
fun.
be easy to do. Hell yeah.
That'd be really, really, really fun. I'd be all about it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like how they're doing the Alien Fireteam game, like that, right?
Yeah.
The new Aliens game coming out, which I definitely want to get that. Um, yeah, if they do it like that, but for like fucking for Starship Troopers, I'm here for it, man. I am here for it. Exciting, exciting.
All
But yeah,
right.
I think that'll do it. I think that'll do it.
All right. Let's do our goodbyes then, shall we? Because that is everything we have for this week, guys.
Let's do it.
You're up, buddy.
Thank you everybody for joining us today on episode 70 of the Clockwork Cantina podcast. I apologize for the Discord stuff earlier. I just had to drop out real quick and rejoin to fix it. You know, it was something that just unfortunately it can happen from time to time. But anyway, this upcoming week I'm gonna be starting Shadow of the Tomb Raider, the final Tomb Raider game in the new trilogy. I'll be starting that tomorrow, so I'm excited for that. I have Rise of the Tomb Raider videos going up on the YouTube, so check those out. As well as I already have the full first game already uploaded. Yeah, so hit me up on the Discord or the Twitter. That's all on the sides there. Yeah, man, I'm excited for what's to come. We got a lot of good stuff coming. But yeah, Tomb Raider starting that tomorrow. We'll see you guys for the next episode next week, which if any of you are wondering, next week's episode is going to be D&D world building. We've been meaning to do one
Yeah.
for a while. So we're going to get into some D&D world building, part 3 of our Clockwork Land or whatever the hell we called it that we created here on the podcast. So if you're interested in that, check us out next week. We'll be talking about that. But that'll do it. See you guys later. Have a good one, everybody. Peace out. Thanks for watching.
All right. I think I'm on screen. I am on screen. Let me fix the camera back. All right, guys. Thanks for watching the show. We appreciate you guys being here and checking us out every week that we do this. Coming up for me, I don't know. I might stream this week. I've been getting the itch kind of to get back into it. If I do come back, I'm not going to do Spider-Man yet. It's going to be on hold for a little bit till I get some things situated. I need to get a few. What I really need to do is get a couple longer cords to make getting to my capture card a little bit easier. That's all. So we may hop in. Just keep an eye out on the channel. Who knows? Still no D&D. It's on break. For a little while still. And I think that is going to do it. Take care of yourselves, guys. Make sure to follow if you like what you've seen here. Make sure to check us out on Spotify and follow us there and all that good stuff. And we will see you all next week. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Bye-bye now.